I can identify unit fractions. So today we're going to talk about unit fractions, and it's actually a really simple idea because unit just means one. It's just meaning one of them, right? And it's just to get us to the sense of understanding that there are equal parts, and we're really just looking for how much does each part represent? How much does each piece of the fraction represent? And so let's take a look at this first one down here. If I look at this shape, and you'll notice that each piece is an equal size, so this is a good fraction. And this shape got cut into, the whole got cut into how many equal parts? So we have equal parts. So we have we have 3 equal parts in it, right? There's 3 pieces. Now a unit fraction is really how many, one of those pieces, well, and I shaded one, but how much is each of those pieces worth? Well, they are worth 1 out of 3. They're 1/3, right? Because the blue one, for example, the shaded one is 1/3 of those. But I could have shaded this one or this one. The point is 1 piece out of the whole, right? A unit fraction is about 1 piece out of the whole. So taking a look at this one, this is rather than a shape that's divided up, this is a set, right? And so we want to figure out the unit fraction for this set. And I shaded one to figure out the unit fraction, but I could do that with you now. So if it doesn't have to be that one, hey, and I'll choose a different color. So if I want to figure out the unit fraction, it's one of the set, right? So, or how much does each piece individually represent as part of the whole? So I'm going to just make it easy on myself and highlight 1 rather than this one. And this is of altogether, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 8 pieces altogether in the whole. And you'll notice that's why it's my denominator. My denominator is how many parts are there altogether. And then each piece, or we'll just do the shaded one, represents 1/8. So the unit fractions are always kind of representative of how many, there's each one is 1/8 of the whole. In this case, each one is 1/3 of the whole. You're going to notice a pattern when you're looking at unit fractions, that 1 is always in the numerator with unit fractions. Okay, that's the pattern to look for. But I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Now you're going to learn about numerators and denominators. Hi everybody, so I'm excited to do this lesson with you. This one is a vocabulary lesson, and it's all about numerators and denominators, right? And you notice this is essentially set up like a fraction. That's what this line represents. And so numerator is always, this is what we call the top number. So say it with me, numerator. You want to say that a couple of times, numerator. I do want you to know how to say that word, and I want you to use that language. So the numerator is your top number, and what it means is when we're looking at a fraction, it's how many are being counted. So we'll take a look at that down below. We'll make a better example of it. Now, the bottom number is your denominator, and that's how many are in the whole or set, right? How many all together. And so let's take a look at this one. I wanted to divide this one up into sixths. So, and I love dividing into sixths. It's kind of fun because you just have to make your thirds. And then we know that 6 is double 3. So all you have to do is cut it in half and you get sixths. And so this one's now cut into sixths. And so I know that the denominator would tell me how many pieces are in the whole. Well, if I count that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So my denominator is going to be sixths because these are in sixths. My numerator is going to be, now I haven't shaded it in, but it's how many are being counted. So let's just say I have, let's do, there we go, why not? So you'll notice if I said I want to count the blue ones, I'd count 1. This is for my numerator because it's how many are being counted. With the blue ones, it's 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of 6 or 3/6. Now technically I could say, because it's how many are being counted, I could say if I want to count the white squares, 1, 2, 3, I'd get 3/6 as well. So over here I wanted to do the same thing, and I think I'm going to stick with the same number. So I'm going to go like that. And so we have, I gotta get my more. So first we count how many are in the set. So for my denominator, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 altogether in that set. And how many are being counted? Well, I want to count the blue ones, so I'm going to count 1. Uh-oh, do I have the right marker? There we go. 1, 2, 3. So 3/6 are the blue ones, right? So that's my fraction for this one. So just remember your denominator, say it with me, denominator, is always your bottom number. It's how many are all together in the whole or in the set. And your numerator, your top number, is how many are being counted. And really I want you to, especially if you make any videos or you're doing any fractions videos that you're posting, would love to hear you using that language on numerators and denominators. So I hope this helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.